Today we have many thousands of descriptions of life in the world we will all enter after leaving Earth, called by some Summerland and by others Heaven. All people are destined to go to this realm, although some may be delayed because of stunted state of mind that they will grow out of over time. In this series of videos about life in the world we will enter, I present statements by reliable sources about what life in heaven is like. Subscribe to this channel to receive notifications about this series of videos and others. In this video, I present descriptions of the flowers that grow profusely all over the world that will be our new home. Hello, I'm Dr. R. Craig Hogan, President of the Afterlife Research and Education Institute and Seek Reality Online. I'm the author of 8 books with the proof you will come to the end of this life, but you will never die. Anthony Borgia was a medium in the 20th century. He wrote several books with the communications he received from residents of the life after this life. His books are the most complete descriptions of life in the world we will all enter when we have completed our brief tenure on Earth. His communications come from a man named Monsignor Robert Hugh Benson, whom Borgia came to know 5 years before his transition into the next life. In this excerpt from Borgia's book, Life in the World Unseen, Borgia recounts with what his guide to the afterlife, Robert Hugh Benson, told him about the flowers that grow profusely there.
A matter that gives rise to some perplexity concerns the flowers that we have in the spirit world. Some would ask, why flowers? What is their purpose or significance? Have they symbolical meaning? Let us put the same questions to earth people concerning the flowers that grow upon the earth plane. Have the earthly flowers any special significance? Have they some symbolical meaning? The answer to both questions is no. Flowers are given to the earth world to help to beautify it, and for the delight and enjoyment of those who behold them. The fact that they serve other useful purposes is an added reason for their existence. Flowers are essentially beautiful, evolved from the supreme creative mind, given to us as a precious gift, showing us in their colorings, in their formations, and in their perfumes an infinitesimally small expression of that great mind. You have this glory of the earth plane. Are we to be deprived of it in the spirit world because it is considered that flowers are rather earthy, because no deep, abstruse meaning can be assigned to its existence? We have the most glorious flowers here, some of them like old familiar cherished blooms of the earth plane, others known only to the spirit world, but all alike are superb, the perpetual joy of all of us who are surrounded with them. They are divine creations, each single flower breathing the pure air of spirit, upheld by their Creator and by all of us here in the love that we shower upon them. Had we no wish for them, an impossible supposition, they would be swept away. And what should we have in their stead? Where, otherwise, would the great wealth of color come from which the flowers provide? And it is not only the smaller growing flowers that we have here. There is no single flowering tree or shrub that the mind can recall that we do not possess, flourishing in superabundance and perfection, as well as those trees and shrubs that are to be nowhere else but in the spirit world. They are always in bloom, they never fade or die. Their perfumes are diffused into the air, where they act like a spiritual tonic upon us all. They are at one with us, as we are with them. When we are first introduced to the flowers and trees and all the luxuriance of spirit nature, we instantly perceive something that earthly nature never seemed to possess, and that is an inherent intelligence within all growing things. Earthly flowers, although living, make no immediate personal response when one comes into close touch with them. But here it is vastly different. Spirit flowers are imperishable, and that should at once suggest more than mere life within them. And spirit flowers, as well as all other forms of nature, are created by the great Father of the universe through his agents in the realms of spirit. They are part of the immense stream of life that flows directly from him and that flows through every species of botanic growth. That stream never ceases, never falters, and it is, moreover, continuously fed by the admiration and love which we, in this world of spirit, gratefully shed upon such choice gifts of the Father. Is it, then, to be wondered at when we take the tiniest blossom within our hands that we should feel such an influx of magnetic power, such a revivifying force, such an upliftment of one's very being, when we know in truth that those forces for our betterment are coming directly from the source of all good. No, there is no other meaning behind our spirit flowers than the expressed beauty of the Father of the universe, and surely that is enough. He has attached no strange symbolism to his faultless creations. Why should we? A large majority of the flowers are not meant to be picked. To pick them is not to destroy them. It is to cut off that which is in direct contact with the Father. It is possible to gather them, of course. No disastrous calamity would follow if one did. But whosoever picked them would certainly regret it very deeply. Think of some small article that you possess and treasure above all your other earthly possessions, and then consider deliberately destroying it. It would cause you extreme sadness to do so, although the loss incurred might be intrinsically trifling. Such would be your emotions when you heedlessly culled those spirit flowers that are not intended for gathering. But there are blooms, and plenty of them, that are expressly there to be picked, and many of us do so, taking them into our houses just as we used to do on earth, and for the same reason. These severed flowers will survive their removal for just so long as we wish to retain them. When our interest in them begins to wane, they will quickly disintegrate. There will be no unsightly withered remnants, for there can be no death in a land of eternal life. We simply perceive that our flowers have gone, and we can then replace them if we so wish. The flowers and all growing things respond immediately to those who love them and appreciate them. The music that they send out operates under precisely the same law. An attunement upon the part of the percipient with that with which he comes into contact or relationship is a prerequisite condition.
Today we know what life in the next realm of our eternal lives is like. We have many thousands of valid, verified descriptions by people living there. Subscribe to this channel to hear more about the life we will enter after we leave this earth life.